Raz, dwa. Dobra. Jak się wczyta? Okej. Chyba działa. Okej. Chyba działa. Dobra, powinniśmy być już na wizji. Tak mi się wydaje. Jakieś syreny. Chwilkę. Dobra. Będziemy kontynuować walkę z Rizenem i ludźmi Dona, którzy są jeszcze w mieście portowym. Inkwizycja chce się ich pozbyć, a my im w tym pomożemy. Dobra. Co to ma być? Ja ci dam, co to ma być. Bekon właśnie pisze. To jest aktywne przejęcie kanału. Zobaczmy w dzienniku, co my mamy do zrobienia. Sprawdźmy trojaczków, 3 złote misy. Jeszcze jednego chłopa muszę się pozbyć. Zgłaszam kradzież kanału. A zgłaszaj. Zgłaszaj. Ja już siedzę. Zobaczmy. Byśmy weszli tutaj.
What's your problem?
Zwiedzam sobie
I'm
miasto,
just
a
getting
co?
to know Harbour Town. Tell someone who gives a shit. Now fuck off and stop snooping.
Milutki.
It's very simple, sweetie. You want something, you pay for it. And there's no discount for rugged and handsome here.
Co możesz mi zaoferować?
What can you offer me?
You are in the finest brothel in town. If you can't
proste.
find it here, it's not worth having.
Jakieś
Do
informacje?
you also sell information?
If you have the gold, I have the knowing. Give me 10 gold coins, then ask your question. If I can answer it, sweetie, then I will. And if I can't, then I still keep the gold.
How does that deal work for me?
No,
Believe
trochę słabo.
me, there's little that goes on around here that doesn't come through my doors sooner or later.
Comforting to know.
But no risk, no fun, right?
Okej.
I do need information.
I'm all ears.
Tell me something about Don Esteban's gang.
That doesn't sound like a question to me. Give me something to work with, sweetie. Here's your gold back.
Jeszcze
Okay.
raz.
So how strong is the Don's influence in this town?
It's not what it used to be, that's for sure. Not since the Inquisition pushed them out into the swamps. Most of the Don's men won't risk coming back either, even for one of my girls. I'm sure Esteban will strike back though. He's too proud not to.
Okej. Czyli nie powiedziałaś mi nic takiego.
What?
Pasica. Oficer okrętowy. Daj spokój. Dobra. Pozbądź się Delgado. Pozbądź się do niego. Gdzie jeszcze mogę znaleźć tych ludzi? Brakuje, z tego co pamiętam, załatwiliśmy 3, a potrzeba 4. Inaczej. Pójdziemy do komendanta. Sprawdzimy, co on nam powie więcej. Czy zareaguje jakoś na to, że już kilku przyskrzyniliśmy.
Find something useful to do.
Ja sam się walę. Gdzie to on jest? Wow. Są koszary. Pewnie na górę. Zbrojownia. Kurde, gdzie on zniknął? No tu jesteś. Co do
About the
ludzi doma?
Don's followers. Weasel was responsible for the Bruegel weed trade in the merchant district and through the town. I've put a stop to that.
That man was extremely brazen. It is a good thing to be rid of him. Here is your reward.
Ekstra.
About the Don's followers.
Jeszcze Toni.
Tony won't cause any more trouble, but he did try to break into the Don's old house.
Aha. Then he should be glad I didn't catch him there. Well done. Here is your reward.
Burżuj. O.
Why are the people being held prisoner in this town?
Prisoner? Have you been beyond the walls here? Seen the bandits, the creatures that roam this island? How many of the farmers and shopkeepers, everyone who is safely within the walls of this town should be glad. We are protecting them, seeing to their needs. Only criminals are held prisoner.
I see.
Czyli mi nic nie powiedział. Jeszcze jednego trzeba załatwić. Już w ogóle nie pamiętam, o którego chodziło.
What do you want?
Co z twoim
What's with
kosturem?
that staff?
I'm a trainer. I teach staff fighting. Not a lot of call for that here.
What do you mean?
The men here have already been trained, and they have to spend their time keeping the peace. What about you? Would you like...
Naucz
I'd
mnie.
like to learn about staff fighting.
Czyli u niego mogę się tego nauczyć. A ja mam kostur w ogóle? Raczej nie. Dobra, póki na razie nie mam, to nie ma co kombinować. Przejdźmy się jeszcze po mieście, poszukamy jakichś typów spod ciemnej gwiazdy. Mieszczanka, rolnik. Pięknie to wygląda, naprawdę. Może w knajpie Patty.
Hey.
Bar.
Did my old lady send you?
Tak,
She did.
przysłała.
Tell her I'll come back when I've found some gold.
Ukrywasz się
Are you
przed żoną?
hiding from your wife?
No cows, no harvest, no farm. Creatures everywhere. And she said that was my fault. Came to get work here. Now Carrasco won't even give me a job lugging crates.
Would that have anything to do with the fact that you're in here getting drunk?
That's got nothing to do with me.
O,
That's got nothing to do with it.
okej.
That's got nothing to do with it.
And you're sure about that?
What are you, a missionary? I'll seek my salvation in drink. Go and bother
Oczywiście.
Luca or someone.
Dobra.
Hey,
Niko.
Stop staring at me. You never
What's
seen
up?
a fisherman before?
didn't mean to stare.
I'm drinking, not
Gapisz
talking.
mi się na bebech?
Unless you're buying, you're walking.
Hey, are you in the market for valuable artifacts?
A ktoś tu
Who
za
are
jeden.
you?
You interested or not?
I've met them both, Dirk and Ulf.
Right.
Where did you
Skąd
get
masz
this
ten artefakt?
artifact?
It sort of fell into my possession. Heard it might come from the temple ruins. And it looks valuable.
Dobra, twój brat Olf jest trzymany
Your
w
brother
niewoli.
Ulf is being held prisoner by the Order.
Alpha will escape.
From what I've heard, there's not many escape the Order. Your brother Ulf wants you to go to your meeting point.
Thanks. I'm on my way.
Co
What is
to
this
za
artifact?
artefakt?
A golden bowl. I want 150.
A hun-
Same miski sprzedają.
You look weather beaten. Did you make it here across the seas?
Z tym rozbitkiem wyrzuciło mnie tu
I was
morze.
shipwrecked. I washed up here. What about you?
I'm a sailor. Was. With the storms, there's nothing to do in the harbour. And I give up my job with Patty.
Pracujesz dla
So
Patty?
you work for Patty?
I used to, serving beer. But people are running out of money to spend on beer. So, I was no longer needed. Luckily, she hasn't asked me to clean up my berth yet. If you're looking for work, you won't find a lot.
Co
What
się dzieje w
happens in the
porcie?
harbour?
Not much since the ship stopped coming in. Carrasco is in charge of things. He manages the warehouse for the Order, and he pays terribly. Stick to Luca. He's got something cooking. And if you do well, there'll be an extra coin or two. But don't let him swindle you. Luca is a complete skinflint.
Może to Lukora chodzi? Tu jest baser. Też jakaś druga sala. Okej. To co, kuchnia? Jesów. Ta. Tu jest strażnik. Wasyl. Dobra, poszukamy tego Lukora, bo coś mi się wydaje, że to właśnie tego gagatka szukamy. Wojownik zakonu.
Hey,
Lukor.
Wait,
Dokładnie.
not here.
huh?
We talk here, Carrasco will listen. He doesn't have to know everything. Let's go somewhere else.
No dobra. Masz jakiś problem z Carrasco?
Do you have a problem with Carrasco?
Well, let's see. All those temples turn up and we're thinking, hurrah, the gods have finally smiled on us. Then the Inquisition arrive, take over our island and start claiming all the treasure belongs to them. How would you feel?
No dobra, ale czy masz jakiś konkretny problem?
But do you have a particular problem with Carrasco?
He's the worst of them. Claims I've been stealing. Even had me searched. But he's never found anything. It's an outrage! An outrage, I tell you!
Dobra. Szukam pracy.
I'm looking for work.
You could lug crates, but you have to talk to Carrasco. But you don't look like the crate-lugging kind of guy.
What do I look like?
Like someone who will willingly take greater risks for greater profits?
Dobra. Sądzisz więc, że kradzież to nic złego?
So you don't think stealing is an outrage?
Taking from the orders, not stealing. It's our duty. I pay a few lads to liberate items from the warehouse. I'm damned if I'm letting the Inquisition get all the treasure, but those lads have run up tabs to pay. They've bedded too many wenches. They're getting greedy, and I won't have that.
O jakich gościach
Which
mówisz?
lads are causing trouble?
There's Durham. He's a worker from the harbour.
Who else?
Ingvar and Vasily. Neither of them has a proper job, so they're just work for hire. Most of the time they can be found in Patty's Tavern. Fine woman she is.
Dobra. Na czym dokładnie
How
polega
exactly
ich
have they got
chciwość?
greedy?
They stole 5 ancient armour plates that were found in the ruins.
Can this armor be used?
You mean to improve your own armour?
Yes.
They're more ceremonial than practical, but they're still very valuable.
No dobra. Jak mam postąpić z tymi gośćmi?
What do you want doing with these lads? How should I handle it?
Any way you like. They've crossed me for the last time. Do what you have to do. Just get me those armour plates back. And don't let them fall into Carrasco's hands.
A co ja dostanę
What's
w
in it for
zamian?
me, if I help?
You can have the gold I offered them. 50 gold pieces for each plate. 5 plates, that's 250 all in. 250's a good price.
Agreed.
Zgoda.
I'll retrieve the...
That's the spirit. I'm here if you've got any more questions.
Odzyskamy te pancerze, ale oddamy je Carrasco.
Luca sent me.
That old sod? He's worse than my wife.
He says you're not sticking to your agreement with him.
And Vasily says if we all want our gold, we mustn't agree to anything else. So, I need 100 gold.
Mogę po prostu
I
zabrać
could
pancerz.
just take the armor.
Whoa! I defended, and I'll defend this
You fancy your chances then?
Zaryzykujesz?
if I have. You're worse than.
Stop waving that around.
Smart move.
Stop waving.
Well done.
Dobra. Chodź, pobijemy się.
You want to fight?
That's right. Keep it up. Hit him hard. Style there.
No i co? Trzeba było kozaczyć? Trzeba było oddać po dobroci. Wstawaj, ochlej mordo.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I've lost it. I've lost it all.
Wow.
What do you want? You've got what you wanted, now leave me alone.
To się wal. Dobra, Ingwara mamy załatwionego. Teraz jeszcze Wasyl.
Luca sent me.
Really? Did he give you my gold? 200 gold pieces and you can have the plates.
200 sztuk złota to
200
za
gold
dużo.
pieces is too much.
So that's the way the wind blows. You're helping him. Let me tell you how... You pay me my price or you don't get the artifact. Your choice.
Jeśli domagasz się walki,
Others
proszę
have-
bardzo.
All right then, you bastards. Yeah.
O ty.
Yeah. Yeah.
No chodź tu.
Yeah.
Łykniemy się talentu.
Yeah.
Gin. No, w końcu.
Useful work there.
No i co, chłopie? Dostałeś w papę.
I hope someone stabs you right through those damn plates.
Trzeba było nie pyszczyć. Dobra, był Ingvar, Wasyl. I kto jeszcze? Duran. Gdzie jest ten papułas? Tutaj nie. Tu jest marynarz, tu jest Wasyl.
Hey,
Tu jest Duran.
you knew?
Jak leci?
How are things going here?
Not good. Not good. These storms ain't budging.
So you're a sailor?
Fisherman. Though there ain't no fish out there that make me want to brave these storms. So right now, I'm lugging crates. Doesn't pay much, but it's a great deal safer.
Dobra, jeśli jesteś rybakiem, może chcesz kupić sklep
If
rybny.
you're a
No, I ain't no storekeeper. I need to be out in the waves. Well, when they ain't 50 foot tall, that is. Try Patty's Tavern.
Dobra, słyszałem, że
I
masz
hear you've
artefakty.
got some artifacts.
Yeah. Luca sent you, right? Look, I am sick and tired of lying in that bastard's pockets by doing his dirty work. I want payment. A decent payment. Or you can both piss off. 200 gold pieces should do it.
Mogę ci przywalić?
I could beat...
You can try, but I don't carry those up. I ain't stupid, and without my help,
No to
Where
gdzie są?
are the armor plates?
pay me. If not, you can search until your bone.
Gadaj.
Look,
Are you deaf?
Powiedz mi, gdzie są te pancerze, zanim wykopię. Chociaż sekunda. Ja zapiszę, żeby to się nie zablokowało. Coś tak czuję.
tell me where those plates are before I kick your ass out into the storms.
You can shout, but if you don't pay me, I'm telling Ukos.
Who's...
Ukos is big, so
Dobra, inaczej. Gdzie jest Carrasco?
I'd stop right there if I were you.
What's the problem?
The Order runs this warehouse now,
So what?
so they don't want anyone wandering in uninvited. Wandering, uninvited types tend to wander out again with stuff that ain't theirs.
A, głupoty gadasz. Jaki rodzaj
What
kłopotów
sort of
tutaj?
trouble?
Artifact smuggling. It's bad enough these artifacts have been stolen in the ruins. You'd think they'd be safe in town in a warehouse, but there are thieves everywhere, trying to undermine the Order.
Mogę pomóc?
Can I help?
Well, the latest things to go missing were 3 golden bowls. The Inquisitor was not impressed. I could do with getting those back. And I need to get hold of some armor plates that walked out the warehouse a few days ago.
No dobra.
I
Co
heard
wiesz o
something
kradzieży?
about those armor plates you're looking for.
Tongues are already wagging, are they? Not good. Not good at all. That means they'll soon be for sale and on their way out of town. That man almost makes me want to go back to using my fists again. Talk to him, find out.
Lukor
I
szuka tych
heard
pancerzy.
Luke is also looking for the armor plates.
Really? Maybe he doesn't know as much as I thought. Well, make sure he doesn't get his paws on them. They're the property of the Order and they're gonna stay that way.
Nie martw się,
Don't
zyskam
worry,
twoje
I'll get
pancerze.
your plates back. All 5 of them.
Watch yourself. That godforsaken lot won't just give them to you.
Dobra.
Where
Skąd
did
się
the golden
wzięły
balls
złote
come
misy?
from?
An illegal excavation at an old temple outside the town. Since we heard about that, talk says someone's been trying to sell 3 golden bowls on the black market. Idiots. To resist the order is crazy. We're driven by a greater force, a higher purpose.
Dobra, znajdę
All
też te
right.
misy.
I'll find the 3 golden bowls for you.
You've got a pair on you, I'll give you that. But with the corrupt rabble we've got around here, it won't be easy. There'll be more than just you who's after them. So watch your back.
Let's
No i
talk
teraz zwroty
compensation.
kosztów.
I was like you once, all about the gold and the dark place. I hope you find your higher purpose.
Nothing in this town is free, especially not me.
Have it your way. If you help me,
Dobra. Może porozmawiamy z tym osiłkiem. Może on będzie coś wiedział. Więcej na ten temat. Jest
Halt!
ukos.
No one can enter this warehouse.
Everything all right, big guy?
Everything is all right.
Do
Znasz
you know
Durama?
Durham?
Durham? Durham is a good worker. He moves crates well.
What else do you know about him? Do you owe him money?
Gold does not interest me. Humans want gold, so Ukos must get gold to buy fried meat.
Okej.
I'm looking for training.
Może mi powie,
Ukos can train
kto
you.
jest też nauczycielem. A, on
Train
jest.
you in strength. Train you with an axe. I must ask for a little gold against my honor. But Ukos needs gold for the butcher shop.
Okej. Gdzie to było mięso dla ukosa? Musimy usmażyć jedzenie. Musimy ognisko znaleźć. Takie, bo nie ognisko. Nic wystarczy przecież. To chyba tutaj. Właśnie, tu mi to nic nie da. Tutaj. Nie, dobra. To wrócimy się do knajpy Patty i tam sobie ogarniemy smażone mięso. Może go uda się przekupić, to wtedy Durama załatwimy bez obijania mordy.
I'll need some raw meat to fry.
Tutaj problem taki jest. Miałem miejsce mięsa.
Can I
Ah, see? I knew you were a man in need of liquid solace. And the beer here is better than most of the hog's pit. This one's on the house. But from
Dobra,
You have-
sprzedajesz coś? Masz mięso? Nie masz.
Do you have anything?
A kurde, skąd ja wezmę teraz mięso? Nie wyjdę przecież poza mury miasta. A tu rzeźnika nie ma nigdzie? Ej, ty coś mówiłeś kiedyś.
Have there been many break-ins?
Too many. 3 houses were robbed recently.
And what was done about it?
Not much we could do apart from keep an eye on local troublemakers. I am positive Sid is behind it, though.
Dlaczego uważasz, że to Sid stoi za
Why do you
włamaniem
think
mi?
Sid was behind the robberies?
He considers himself a local leader of sorts. Likes to stir things up.
But what makes you so
Dobra.
sure it was him?
Well, You just have to look at that girlfriend of his and the wealth she flaunts to know it's not coming from an honest source.
Dobra, skąd znasz
How do
Cida?
you know Sid?
I was one of the Don's men. It's not something I'm proud of, but he's a charismatic man. He can be very persuasive. Then I realised he doesn't care about the future of this island. He just cares about his own selfish gains. Now, I fight alongside Inquisitor Mendoza.
Co zamierzasz teraz zrobić?
If I can prove Sid was behind the burglaries, maybe I can improve my standing in the Order. But I doubt anyone would talk to me. The Don's men feel betrayed, and the Inquisition are suspicious. So, I need someone who doesn't have my baggage. What about you? It would help this town no end if the burglaries were stopped. I can pay you for your aid.
Dobra, przyjrzę się tym wymaniom.
Good. Be careful, it won't be easy. Sid's tricky. It's difficult to pin anything on him, even though he always seems to know where items of value can be found.
You think he cased the houses in advance?
He may be a thief, but he's not a stupid one. He probably sent someone else to scope the houses out. If you can find out who his spy is, that'll be a good start.
Dobra.
Whose
Przyjebane
houses
zostało
were robbed?
kradzione.
Nelson the cartographer, Flavio the fur dealer, and Baxter the bookkeeper. You should talk to each of them. Their statements could be the key to bringing Sid to justice.
No dobra. To gdzie znajdę... Flavio to wiem gdzie. Baxtera.
Next to the butcher's shop. He runs the
Jest
books for the
rzeźnik, dobra.
business.
Nelson,
Kartograf?
the cartographer.
His place is on the way to the gutters. Just go up the stairs from the house.
Dobra, to
Flavio,
też
the
Flavia
fur
spytamy.
dealer.
Up in the gutters. His house is right next to the shrine of the Holy Flame.
Okej.
All right there.
Kim jesteś?
Mo. I work for Dargle, delivering meat.
I see. That's a tough job.
Yeah,
No patrz, akurat
especially as I
potrzebuję
remove
mięsa.
offal, keep the butcher's shop clean, render. If you don't want anything, can I get on? What?
Jakbym chciał kupić coś. A tu.
If you're looking for your cow, you're in the wrong place. Only cows we've got are already cut up, and the pieces belong.
Why would I be...
Farmers come here all the time to find their cows. Where's Daisy? I lost Moo Moo. Bloody nuisance.
Why do they think you've got them?
They come in saying I've taken them. I don't take them. I slaughter what I'm brought. The order tells me to slaughter. Mo will tell you this.
This place
Sporo się
seems...
tu dzieje.
This slaughterhouse is a gold mine. All the meat goes out to feed people. Baxter, next door, he does the books. Pays me, sends the rest to the order. They do make the
Can I buy some
Kupisz
meat?
trochę mięsa?
Buy what you want if you can. I have meat by the...
Dobra. Surowe mięso, już jest usmażone na przykład. Nie no, tyle to nie. Tego nie. Weźmy jedno. Dobra, może dwa.
Let's talk.
Dobra. Wrócimy do Bigmana. Zobaczymy, co nam powie. Może sprzeda Durama. Kto wie.
Here, have a piece of fried meat.
Thank you. Guarding is hungry work.
Czy wiesz,
Do
czy
you know
Duram ma
if
tu gdzieś
Durham has a
kryjówkę?
hiding place around here?
Durham has a little room behind the warehouse. Up,
Thank.
Uko.
Dobra.
Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
O kurde. No i właśnie, teraz pytanie. Jak to załatwić? przyda. Ślinę mamy. Ty mi nic nie pomożesz.
Go about your business. Try someplace else.
To nie. To też nie.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Też tu nie chcę rozmawiać. Sfilus.
What?
Fin. Też mi nic nie powie.
What do you want?
Do you have any jobs that can be done in the town?
Well, there's one thing. We all could really use a delivery.
Where does it need to go?
Master Belcher needs it. You just have to get the meat from the slaughterhouse. I've already talked to Baxter down there, but he wants 10 skins before he'll hand over any meat.
So you want me to find these skins?
If you manage that, then at least...
Don't you have any skins? After all, you deal in them.
No, my stores are empty. The Don's men have helped themselves too many times. My boys, Pavel or Cole, might have a lead. Maybe they... my hides. Oh, I should have listened to my father and gone to sea. That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Who was here?
Just the usual day labourers who wanted to push their wares off on me. Like I have any gold left.
Anyone else?
Pavel was here the whole day. After all, he works for me. And Vasily wanted to sell me beer from the tavern. And then there was Doyle. He wanted to sell fish. That was all.
Where can I find...
In the slaughterhouse at the harbour. He's quite a jovial fellow, but he...
Okay.
Thanks. 5 boar skins, and once you have the meat, take that.
What's in it for me?
You want... I don't have much. I can offer a few arrows.
Kater raczej mi nie pomoże.
After the crap you put me through, forget.
O, obrażony.
Great. Thanks for the message.
Ojej, jak to załatwić? Uprawianie zwierzyny. Zręczność. Potrzebuję złodzieja. Potrzebuję złodzieja, który mnie nauczy otwierać zamki.
You look like you're from the monastery.
Yes. I am novice Hugh. I assist Master Belcher.
Umiesz otwierać zamki?
Very good. If you have one is a good luck, my...
Tell me more about this.
There is unrest. Many do not accept the Inquisitor's word, or the reality of what is happening. If the Inquisitor had captured the Don, everything would be different. But instead, people complain, even as we seek to save them.
Why do they complain?
Don Esteban and his gang still have great influence. They seek to discredit the Inquisition for their own ends. Many believe the Don will take control as soon as the Inquisitor is gone, so only a few are willing to defy the Don, lest they pay the price later.
What exactly happens up there, at the monastery?
Normally, the monastery is a place of peace and knowledge, but now the Inquisition has taken up residence, it has become a place to train recruits.
What do you make of the Inquisitor?
He may be disliked by some, but he is the only one who can help us in these times. He will avert the threat of the risen temples and restore order. While he performs his tasks up in the monastery, he is reliant on us. upon his representative, Commandant Carlos, to maintain control here.
Dobra, co więcej o
Tell me
Carlosie?
more about Commandant Carlos.
He is a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame. He spends most of his time in the guardhouse, but his warriors are ever vigilant, maintaining peace in the town, which cannot be said of the Old Town Guard.
Dobra. Co
What's
jest nie tak
wrong
ze
with
starą
the Old
Strażą
Town
Miejską?
Guard?
In the days before the Inquisitor arrived, they were responsible for keeping order on the streets. Don Esteban had them under his thumb. They did what they pleased here. They would do anything for gold and pleasure, and still would if given the chance. But now the Order is in charge here. Alas, I fear some of them care too little for the people.
How do they decide?
Most take... They are trained to... This requires them to learn the high art. To tread the path of magic, you must prove yourself to the Order. Then, as a novice, you learn staff fighting, but only enough to defend oneself.
Dobra, czyli Gils mi nie pomoże. Ojej. Może pokombinujemy przy domu Estebana.
You were seen in one of the houses that was burgled.
Actually, I've been in more than one. That doesn't make me a thief, though.
We'll see. Do you know where I can get some skins?
I don't have any. I can't get any either. But some citizens have decorated their houses with skins.
Yeah, that'd be...
Well, there aren't a lot of wolves and boars to hunt in. And if you haven't brought any skins with you... Oh, and the slaughterhouse might have some...
Dobra. Może kartograf będzie potrafił?
Ahoy! Come to see me, have you?
Słyszałem, że
I
mieli
heard you had a
włamanie.
break-in. What was
Co ci
stolen?
ukradziono?
A ring. A valuable one. I received it from Commandant Carlos personally, in return for a map of the island.
Dobra, kto był tutaj w dniu
Who
włamania?
was here on the day of the break-in?
A few people. Mo from the slaughterhouse brought me a delivery of meat.
Anyone else?
The labourer Doyle sold me fish. And Pavel, one of Flavio's men, he sold me a couple of wolf pelts. I would be very grateful.
I need a map of...
Why?
I have.
Well, I'll draw you a map if you want.
How much do you...
It'll be a fair price. I'll let you know.
How long will that...
A good map can't be hurried. But for anyone who knows how to get...
Hey, they call me Sid. I hope you're not some faceless minion of the Order.
Co wiesz o
What do you
zakonie?
know about the Order? The Order locks us in the town like cattle and drags men off to the monastery. Take Rodriguez, a good man, reliable. And now, they did something to his mind up at the monastery. They got to him. Now he's just a tool of the Inquisitor. It's evil, stirring people's brains round like that.
Dobra, co ze
What about,
skórami od
What
Flavio?
about them?
Did you steal them as well?
Yeah, but I sold them a long time ago.
Like where?
Do I look like a skin merchant?
Do you need help?
It's Rodriguez. He's out to get me. He's part of the Order. You're...
Hello, handsome.
Może ty?
Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new.
How did you manage to get into Harbour Town? Not much goes in or out these days. Well, not in town anyway.
I looked for a
Szukałem wejścia
way,
i znalazłem.
and I found one.
A resourceful, eh? I like that in a man.
Glad to hear it.
Czym się tu
So,
zajmujesz?
what do you do around here?
I'm Sid's better half. He's one of the Don's men.
Is he now?
Now, don't go thinking he's any old ruffian, Mike.
Which is?
Well, a little material appreciation, of course. Why, what were you thinking? My Sid knows. Why, just the other day, my Siddy gave me...
Can I...
Nah! You might...
I think...
My Siddy is no thief, and...
I don't want to talk to you right now.
You got any?
I've got some rum for you.
Mushroom.
Ah, bliss.
Jesteś
I
rybakiem.
lost my boat in those. Now I have. Patty's good to me though.
I'm looking.
Kupca na
What
sklep.
Phyllis is?
Wouldn't a fishmonger's be just the thing for a fisherman?
I catch fish.
Perhaps you should think about a change of career.
Hmm.
And
True.
it's
I don't have a coin.
something else.
I'll need.
To do what?
Listen, I have something valuable. We can trade.
Tutaj coś się zacięło. Co to za artefakt?
What sort of artifact is it?
It's a ring. I think it's magical. So, do we have a deal?
Okay.
Dobra.
Believe me, you don't let Carlos or his people catch.
So you'll buy the.
Yeah. Fish from the shore in the morning.
Phyllis will be.
Dobra. Pierścień Niko. Siła plus 3. Fajnie. Dobra.
I found
Niko
someone.
kupi twój sklep.
Nico will buy your stall.
What? Is he crazy? Oh, well, his craziness. Here, I found this clam in a fish crate.
Now you're fish free.
I'm going to Patty's. I'll get the gold from Nico on the way, and then I'm going to get very, very drunk.
I'm looking for
Doyle'a.
Doyle.
Doyle? Used to be a good customer. Well, he bought fish from me more than once, but maybe you could jog my...
Gdzie
Where-
jest
I
Doyle?
last heard he'd taken quarters with Costa. But since, maybe he's gone into hiding for some reason.
Dobra. Ale się wywaliłem z kasy, ale masakra. Dobra, musimy do Kostara wrócić. Może Doyle będzie potrafił otwierać zamki.
What do you want here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I sleep here. Nothing wrong with that, is there, mate?
Widziano cię
You
w
were
domu,
seen
czego
in a
dokonano
house that
złamania.
was burgled.
I sell fish
Złamania.
door to door.
Włamania.
I spend time in people's houses.
If you say so.
I have other things to do.
Wszyscy jak jeden mąż sobie tutaj miotełką wejście ogarniają.
I'm looking for Doyle.
Who?
He deals in.
Well, he doesn't work for me.
It's hard to remember what it was like before.
About Sid's spy.
Have you talked to her?
Not yet.
Well, I think...
Heard anything about the break-ins?
You think because I don't care about valuables.
Sounds it.
They kick. But what can we do? We have order. I usually try to stay out of it. You're in luck. You can have them.
For free?
Nothing.
They're Baxter's, aren't they?
And you're giving them to Baxter.
He's in the building.
Dobra.
Just a moment. If I take 3 at 25 plus 18 hams, that... I can't do this with... I keep the books for the butcher's shop.
There's a skill.
You think calculating's easy? There's not many around here can do it.
I can.
Really?
You want to...
Yes. What's 14 times 17?
Nie chce mi się tego liczyć.
$238.
Very good. A man should value the weapons of the mind.
About the...
Dobra, o włamaniu.
What was stolen?
Co zostało z
What
kradzina?
Gold, of course. The gold belongs to the Order. Now it's gone.
How much gold was taken?
All of it. I don't know exactly how much. I was just about to do the accounts when I noticed...
Dobra, kto był w twoim
Well,
domu?
Doyle tried to sell me fish, but I don't like fish, so he left. That fatto Vasily brought beer. I paid for that, traded him a few pieces of meat. And of course, Mo was here a few times.
I'm here about...
Flavia. 5 wolf skins, and I'll only take the complete... Then find them.
Ze skórami nic nie zrobię.
I'm sure you've got things to do.
Really mi nic nie powie. Ci tutaj. Birk, dytar. Aha, to są trojaczki. Może latarnik Jack.
Well,
Zawsze Jack jest latarnikiem w grach piranii.
You're Jack.
That I am. Jack the sailor, then Jack the lighthouse keeper, now Jack the old beachcomber. Seems the sea won't let me go.
Coś na przehandlowanie. Skórę dzika. Muszę będzie zapamiętać.
So you're no...
Was, my boy, was. The tower's not... The storms put pay to the ships. And no use burning things when there are no ships to see it, eh? You wouldn't have it.
Here, have a little rum.
Spend too long by the sea and it rots you. Your knees go, your back, your front, your... Everything full. The sea.
Otóż to, może zawsze wygrywa, a ja bym chciał wygrać osobę, która mnie nauczy otwierania zamków.
So there are still new folks turning up.
What do you mean?
I mean, or you'll be up to your eyes in shit before you...
Who are you?
I'm Edgar, head of the town guard. Or at least I was. Until the Inquisition. I wasn't his biggest supporter, I admit.
You must be a trained fighter.
I swear by the sword. Sword for when they're close.
Can you train?
Train you? Sure. Let's say...
kolejny od walki.
So they got one of my former guards, Arik, to oversee the recruits. He's a master and treats them decent.
What should I know about Harbour Town?
No, eh? Just watch your step. You never know who's throwing their weight about from one day to... Go near it, and people think you're stealing from them.
What do you mean, twitchy?
Legal system here is simple but effective. Hurt our citizens, kill our animals, and if you...
You...
Exactly.
Dobra. Szukamy dalej. To jest alchemia.
Do you sell potions?
I do indeed. Quality product, quality potions. Everybody buys from Leonardo, except for those tightwads who go to bed with every little injury. Their pain is not my gain.
Dobra.
I won't waste my art. I'm not. I only teach people who... If that's not you, then don't...
So,
What, mate?
that's not him.
I process a few
The Inquisition won't like it.
I can't see them being it. If this is because you need potions, but don't try...
How's business?
Can't complain. You won't find many people who'll sell your potions in this town, but I'm running out of supplies.
What?
Jakich zapasów
Healing
potrzebujesz?
plants, healing roots, and...
What would you...
I can't pay gold. No, no.
It'd have to be a good
I'll make it a life energy potion. And don't try coming with any old ripped up wheat.
How many plants?
10 healing herbs.
I'll see what I can...
Good. And while you're here...
Garth stole some of the Don's goods.
What? Garth? I warned him about tangling. I assume you... Here.
Where can I...
Try asking my apprentice. He has quite a bit to make up for.
Dobra. Czyli Leonardo i Garth mi nie pomogą.
Yeah.
Walter. Możesz mnie czegoś
Loved,
nauczyć?
but I don't have any time, thanks to Alvaro.
I'm looking to buy a new weapon.
Czy
Do
można
you sell
broni
weapons?
kupić?
Love to, but I can't. Alvaro handles all the selling.
How are
Busy.
Jakie tam interesy?
But since the Inquisitor's laws were passed, I've been up to my neck in work. Alvaro hardly leaves me any time to sit down with a beer. Seriously, I can't remember the last time I slept.
Tell me
Opowiedz mi
something
o
about
Alvaro.
I need to work.
Nie możesz pracować
Come.
cały dzień,
And
pora
who'll
na
do my
przerwę.
job? You?
I can give it a try.
Alvaro would love that. Me getting any old person to do my job.
Or he'd be glad for his smith to get some rest.
What makes Alvaro glad is chests bulging with gold.
Alvaro's really working you to the bone.
Sign of the times. Everyone in this town wants a weapon. Or wants a weapon sharpening. Still, it will be over at some point.
Dobra.
Do you sell sword
Sprzedajesz
blades?
nieobrobione?
Normally, but since the business with the ruins,
Maybe I can...
Maybe. If you can get me iron ore, I can make you...
I have some...
Well, what do you...
How much iron...
A blank for a one-handed sword, but bastard swords you need 10, and 2...
O kurde, dobra.
Can I...
Maybe. I am having supply problems. I'm always short of something. Mostly I need old metal that I can melt down to make blanks. Some old scrap metal.
Where can I get
Skąd
some
wziąć
scrap
ząb?
metal?
The farmers left a lot of old scrap metal lying around in their yards. Old tools, nails, that sort of thing. But then gnomes rummage around out. They steal everything that is... I bet they've also stolen all that old...
Could be. I'll get
Dobra,
some old
przyniosę ci
metal.
trochę starego
But you
metalu.
can't get out of the town.
I'll manage.
That would be great. I'll take whatever...
The gnomes had this tool bag.
Hey, that's just what I'm looking for.
15. Do you know how many gnomes I'd have to knock down to get that?
Knocking over gnomes isn't my... I just need the metal.
I'll see what I... But it may take a while.
As long as I get the metal.
Dobra.
I'll take a wild guess. I have a couple for sale, if you tell me what you're after.
A, za mało siły mam tutaj. Ale my tu o
Your
czymś
smith's a
innym.
hard
worker.
Lots of work means lots of profit. We're about the only ones doing well here. So we have to take the work while we can.
Your smith looks like he's about to collapse.
Walter, he's as strong as an ogre.
Even ogres fall over at some point.
I'm not a tyrant, you know, but the work has to be done.
Who can help you with those jobs?
There are a couple. If you can find them and pay them to work for me, here's a bag of gold for the servants. It doesn't get delivered, I'll know.
Does this mean Walter will get a...
As soon as he's finished Marcello's blade, he can...
Dobra, służących trzeba zagonić do pracy. Z pomocnik Kowala.
What?
Alvaro had...
The old man said...
He needs some...
That's it.
Dobra. Pierwszy był prosty.
Weasel will leave town.
One less of the don.
What?
I'll tell Carlos about Weasel. You've earned a reward. Spend it wisely. You want more?
Good. That'll save me having to stare at him all day. Here's some gold. You should think about getting some... We could use them.
Hey.
If you're looking to buy something, you'll have to talk to comrades. I just work here.
Trzeba porozmawiać z Konradem.
You don't sound too happy about that.
My family's been selling our harvest to Conrad for years. When we lost everything in the Troubles, he said he'd take us in. In? He makes us sleep outside.
Tell me about Conrad.
A to
His
zgrywa
house
z
is
tego
full
Konrada.
of supplies, but he won't share them with you if that's what you're after. He didn't lift a finger to help us when they took our cows to be slaughtered, and we've known him for years.
Who took your cows?
The Inquisition said they needed to feed people, but now how do we feed ourselves? Of course, Conrad talked to Carlos and got his cows spared.
What happened to you?
You must know what terrible things have befallen this island. All those ruins bursting from the ground. Some of them rose in the middle of our farm and the Inquisition said we had to leave. But my sons are still out there somewhere. They all went their own way before these creatures came. I hardly get a wink of sleep worrying about them. Do you know where they are? Do you know where my sons are?
I have no idea.
If you hear anything or meet someone who's been outside...
Can't your husband help?
Ingvar? Huh. We're in dire straits and he's drinking the last of our...
What are your sons called?
Beppo's the oldest. He didn't want to. Always ran with the wrong crowd. I worry he's fallen in with the... William volunteered for military service with the Inquisition. And Leon...
I'll keep my eyes
Będę
open.
się rozglądał.
Oh, thank you.
Don't get you.
Synowie
If you
Tyldy.
want it, I've got it. If you're here to buy,
Konrad.
welcome. If you're here just to look or to beg, get out. I'm trying to run a business.
So?
Did she tell you that? The old witch.
Why don't you just let her sleep inside?
It's no business of yours who I let...
Samożarcie. Myślałem, że tutaj na górę się gdzieś wyjdzie.
I mean, I know they sprang from the ground, but they all built. So who built them?
Just leave me alone.
What's the matter?
It's that drunken pig, Eriksson. He sits on that bench all day eyeing me up, licking his lips, making his hand gestures. It's so creepy. And then I found out he paid Madame Sonia for me. I refused to go with him, and he beat me, bastard.
Dobra, zajmę się.
Really? I'd give the last of my savings to someone who'd make sure he never goes... Be careful.
Thanks for the...
The Don's men are He comes right out of...
Then I'll make sure I stay upwind of it.
Dobra. Pomożemy pani w opresji.
You're gonna tell me...
Come on.
Ah! 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 Ah!
No dawaj, Erikson.
Someone's for it.
Dobra.
All right. If I tell you who that belongs, now leave.
I've got a message for you.
Dobra.
Leave
Mamy
now
jakiś
if you know
tajemniczy
what's good
klucz od Eriksona.
And if you even look at the...
Oh, lover, are you? I'll save you.
No i bardzo dobrze.
Erikson got what he deserved.
Yeah, I saw you gave him quite the beat, but it ain't enough. In a few days he'll be back on that bed.
Erikson raczej nie pokaże tu już
That's a
swojej
relief and a half, I
gęby.
tell you. You're a good man. Here's that gold I promised. Don't worry. I'll earn it back soon and take care of yourself.
Thanks.
Umiesz otwierać zamki? Nie.
Good job, that bastard Eric. That's a
Pozbyłem
way
się
off.
starego
I think that will.
gówniaka.
I'm all ear.
Is there anyone here?
Well, all my girls are very talented. Oh, I can't think of anyone.
Kurde, nic mi nie powiedziała.
Tell someone who cares.
I can tell you're hungry for the kind of adventure that only Olga can bring. It's just Madame Sonia and a few gold...
Ach, jasne.
What? What do you want?
Dead now, like the rest of them.
I'm sure you've got things to do. I wouldn't bet on it. That would be gold thrown into the sea.
Dobra, to sobie zabierzemy. Coś tu jeszcze jest? Patelnia. Raczej to wszystko. No nic. Baxter sobie już śpi.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Się cały czas sobie zadaje to pytanie.
Come back later.
I talked to everyone involved.
Rozmawiałem
And do
ze
you have a
wszystkimi.
suspect?
Is that...
It's too soon to arrest anyone. We need...
Jeszcze z Wasylem pogadamy.
I can't help you.
You were seen in a house that was burgled.
I deliver beer. I'm seen everywhere.
True enough.
Could it be dangerous to us?
You're going to spend your whole life hanging around.
How do you plan on getting out of the town?
No damn idea. No damn idea. Yet. I did hear there's a secret way out of the town. The Don uses it to get around the Inquisition. No idea if it's true. There's so much bloody talk in this place.
No dobra.
It might be
może
gossip,
plotki.
but what do they say about the secret way out of town?
Artifacts keep going missing, so someone's smuggling them out. The Inquisition won't let ships leave the harbor, and they guard both gates. So the smugglers must have found a third way those damn white robes don't know about.
Sounds like you could be right. Do you know any of these artifact smugglers?
I bet this tavern that the Don's men are behind it. They usually are. But maybe that's just talk too.
Why?
I'm looking for something.
What?
Can you keep a secret?
Sure.
Yeah. And so can I. Right, Terrier. Well, don't get too excited. It's not.
Really?
He went missing in the storms. His name's Gregorius. He's a sailor. I heard he was here. That's why I came. But I got stranded by the storms. Then the owner of this place was killed. Got sent into the ruins by the Inquisition. So I took this place over. Haven't found a trace of my father, though.
I'll help.
And why would you want to do that? Sorry. Not used to getting offers of help. If you find anything out, I'd be grateful. I don't know if you know Captain Romanov. I heard he came here, and that he's still on the island. Romanov is also a man of the sea. He and my father have crossed paths if anyone knows something about my...
No dobra, co do twojego ojca? Znalazłem
I found this key on Ericsson.
Show me. I don't recognize this, but it has my father's initials on it. He marks his territory. I think he'd have carved his... This key's a start, but it's useless without a lock. I don't suppose Ericsson gave up what... Better men than you have told, but their price for help wasn't one I would... Maybe you're different from the others. Maybe, but there are things I won't do.
I need some rest.
Ha! Show me some. I'll tell you what I tell anyone. He was here a long time ago, but where he is...
So Gregorius Steelbeard is a captain.
Most famous one I know of. I'm surprised, but I wouldn't ask...
You're not me.
I don't know. But she's the daughter to one of the most infamous pirates in these waters. And there's plenty who'd cut your throat if they thought you knew anything about him.
What else do you know about Steelbeard?
Only rumors. Ericsson says Steelbeard has a shack, but I don't believe. If Ericsson really knew where Steelbeard's shack was, instead, I only ever see him.
Why do you think Ericsson's interested in Steelbeard's shack?
Ha! The house of a famous pirate captain who terrorized the seas and amassed inconceivable riches? Show me someone who wouldn't love to poke around in that house.
Superhero landing. Dobra. Jeszcze chwilę. Zapiszemy to, zobaczymy, czy tego Sida możemy
I
przegadać.
spoke to Rodriguez.
He's trying to frame me.
Rodriguez thinks you're using a spy to check...
Does he?
Do you?
What?
Who is it?
No, God. But if you find a spy, talk to me before you... Maybe no one needs to get... You have you?
I'll talk to them and...
Sure.
Is someone there?
Give me that.
It's not... I doubt the Inquisition would bother themselves over me. I love it when a man... Tell you what, if you can find me...
Naszyjnik z pereł.
A real
O,
man
cholera.
wouldn't need to ask.
To jest kto? Nelson i mieszczanka. Kufer otworzymy. To już zabrane. Kredensie nic nie ma. O, skóra wilka to się przyda. Marchewka.
Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
Właśnie.
Lost in the library. A survivor.
O! Znalazłem miejsce, gdzie Stalowobrody chował swoje rzeczy. Co to było? Nie ten ptak zjadł robaka, co bezczynnie siedział. Północny wschód na wschód. Stary grób będzie wiedział. GES. No. Mamy skórę z dzika. Co, wrócimy do Patty. Myślę, że na tym zakończymy dzisiaj. Rizena. A my dalej będziemy szukać nauczyciela, jeżeli chodzi o złodziejstwo, byśmy mogli zacząć otwierać zamki. Dobra, znalazłem ten papier w jednej z ruder.
Now this is a useful piece of paper. This is precisely what I was looking for. I can finally leave this rat hole. You deserve a reward. Here, I can spare 200 gold coins. But take them, and you ask no more questions. Deal?
Keep the gold. Just answer my questions.
People usually see gold and forget everything else. All right. What do you want to know?
What's so important about that old scrap of paper?
There's no secret that it's linked to my father. You must have worked that much out yourself. But my father is my business.
Do you think your father is still on this island?
He was. Whether he still is and whether he's still breathing, those are different questions. But I'll find him.
What's going to happen to the tavern while you're away?
The tavern's only ever been a place for me to hole up in. When it's time for me to move on,
what will happen?
I have no use for it. You already have the key, after all.
Thanks. That place...
They obviously did for my father. If you're going to keep it, take my advice and burn the...
I'll take the... Always wanted something with a sea view. That's probably enough.
For now. Maybe. Maybe we can talk again. Right.
I hear he's a pirate.
Well, if you've heard people gossiping, then I guess it must be true.
Don't tell me you didn't know.
Do I know my father is Captain Gregorius Emmanuel Steelbeard? I can tell you he was a bastard. The rest of it...
Were you planning on telling me?
I asked you for help. I didn't agree to give you any.
Okay, I get it.
No proszę, Patty, córka najbardziej rozpoznawalnego pirata w tym uniwersum. No cóż, myślę, że na tym skończymy perypetię dzisiejszego odcinka. Dzięki za obecność i do zobaczenia.